One of the best aspects of WRTI is how easy it is to use. So the website, westerntraining.org, people can access it from their homes. Centers can also access it during a live training. So let's take a look at it. So once you get to the website, westerntraining.org, as you can see, there are two login options, one for new users, one for existing users. For existing users, they're adding their email and their password. If someone forgets their password, the administrator at the center can access that for them and reset the password. And because I'm an existing user, I'm going to start off at the menu page. If I were a new user, I would have to go through a registration process that would record what center I was affiliated, and also it would get a knowledge measure of the current law in Pennsylvania for domestic violence and sexual assault, and also some pre-tests on some of the topic areas. The internal operating procedures, all of the instructions for anyone from any of the centers, and also any of the handouts for the sessions. If people want to print them and save copies, they can do that as well. So, looking at the menu, you see you have a lot of different, we have 16 different sessions. All of the participating centers contribute at least one session to the video library, and this way we were able to share resources across the region. So, really easy to use. Looking at session 1, history. Before I am permitted to complete the session, I have to take a pretest. And so I'm looking at the history section, and the history session was actually the most used session this year. So some people will complete all 16 sessions to complete the certification process. Other centers will just have people use 1 or 2 of the sessions, or maybe more. And then in addition, you may have board members that are refreshing their certifications as well. And the history session was a good one for board members. As an administrator, I have an administrative page I can log on to, and so if I want to add a user, I'm just going to type in their email address here. Click on add a user, and that way when the person tries to log on to the site will recognize them as a user and allow them to go on. So looking at the first session, this is an introduction to the history session. As you can see with this particular session, there aren't any handouts. If there were, I could click here to get the handouts for the session. We have it set up so that the user does have to watch the entire video before they can take the post-test. Since I've already gone through this session and completed my certification, I can stop this at any time. So I'm going to return to the menu, go back to the session, and that I finished the video, I would go to the post-test, which isn't showing up here because I've already completed it. So you see post-test completed, so I'm able to access my certificate. And again, I can print that off and return it to either of the centers that I'm affiliated with, and then go back to the menu and choose another session, or finish there. That's really it. So very easy to use. When I'm finished with my session, I'm going to log out, and that is the end of my session.